Florida mother has been charged in the death of her 6-year-old son after she told detectives that God told her to exorcise demons from her son's body and then didn't report his death to police. 41-year-old Rhonda Paulynice has been charged with second-degree murder, failing to report a death and altering a body after it was deceased after being accused of killing her son, Ra'Myl Pierre. Friday morning, deputies responded to Paulynice's home to conduct a welfare check at the request of the boy's school. They made contact with the child's mother, who directed them to a bedroom inside the home, and they found the child dead. St. Lucie County Sheriff's officials say they believe the child has been dead since May 18th. She allegedly then attempted to preserve the boy's body in some form after death. Paulynice is being held without bond.
Our Father was so kind. Now the time is near. I hope y'all use the time wisely.
Since the 14th of this month, faculty at Samuel Gaines Academy had not seen 6-year-old Ra'Myl Pierre. So just last Friday, faculty ended up calling police to do a wellness check to make sure he was okay. A sheriff's deputy arrives to the 2500 block of Bedford Avenue in Fort Pierce, Florida, and he comes across Ra'Myl's mother, with that being Rhonda. Rhonda Paulynice and the deputy exchanged words for a bit to where Rhonda had led the deputy inside the residence. And once inside, the deputy discovered Ra'Myl deceased inside of a bedroom, and he had been wrapped inside of fabric, and the only thing that was showing invisible was his face. And according to the condition of his body, it seemed like he had been deceased for quite some time. Paulynice was arrested and taken into police custody. At first, she invoked her right to remain silent, but then after having an attorney present, she revealed that God demanded her to exorcise the demons from her son. And she said she figured when Ra'Myl has stopped moving, that means, he'll be incapacitated for a little bit, but then he'll eventually come back to her. And that's what she told deputies. According to her Facebook, she seems like one of those hardcore Christians who will go to the extreme to prove their value to God. And as you can see right here, these posts are dated after police believe Ra'Myl was killed. On the 17th, AMS had arrived at her residence because she was going through a medical emergency, and they believe on the 18th is when he actually passed away. And you see following, she's posting posts about God and just scripted things on Facebook long after Ra'Myl is dead.
How the saying goes, if you want something done correctly, you have to do it yourself. Well, time is not of the essence anymore. Repent before it's too late. The Father is separating his children. You don't want to be on the side of darkness.
Earlier this morning, she appeared before a judge who found probable cause in second-degree murder, willfully touching a body, and failing to report a death. And she currently awaits her next hearing at the St. Lucie County Jail. In all honesty, we can blame mental health, you can blame the father, you can blame family for not stepping in, even though they probably didn't even notice the signs or even see the signs. Nobody is to blame except for the person who caused all of this. Ra'Myl's cause of death hasn't been revealed yet. An autopsy was scheduled for today, but again, the cause of death has not been announced as of yet. And the investigation also revealed that, according to some kind of evidence on his body, there were attempts to preserve his body by Rhonda. That's all I have for y'all right now. Once any more promising updates or information on this case comes my way, I will come back and let y'all know what's going down. I appreciate y'all.
The report says deputies knocked on several doors in the home, finding the room where Ra'Myl was laying on a bed, covered in a blanket with only his face showing. Deputies immediately realizing he was deceased and established a crime scene. The report also notes the condition of the home inside. Overly organized, clothing, kitchen items, and food and cleaning supplies were specifically and carefully placed to a degree I had never seen. The report says Paulynice was allowed to say goodbye to her son before his body was removed from the home, noting that although she appeared distraught, it did not appear sincere. In a news conference, the sheriff said she told deputies she wanted to exorcise demons out of her son.
And when the child had stopped moving and basically passed away, At that point, she felt the child had been released of those demons.
In the affidavit, deputies noted Paulynice discussed changes to her son's behavior, but the changes Paulynice described appeared to be typical behaviors of a 6-year-old child and a child who is growing.
That was anchor Megan McRoberts reporting. A medical examiner on scene noted it was clear the boy had been dead for days, but couldn't say exactly how long.
Hey, are you Rhonda? You Rhonda?
Yeah.
Hey, Rhonda, I'm actually here to talk to you. So, you have a 17-year-old son? Kid?
17-year-old son?
Or, oh, I'm sorry, a child.
Yes.
Yes. They haven't been to school in this whole month?
Oh, yeah. No. It's just that, I haven't sent him to school yet.
Okay. So, from what I'm being told, they haven't been to school this whole month.
341, that's all 97?
Mm-hmm.
The school is unaware of what's going on with him.
Oh, he's going to go back to school.
Okay, but at this point, it's already reached a point of truancy. It's reaching the point of truancy.
What's that?
Legal thing that, I mean, you could get in trouble for.
Oh, okay.
Like you pretty much have to, if you don't get in contact with the school right now to inform them of what's going on,
Okay.
they're gonna send you to court.
Okay, I'll give him a call. I didn't even realize that. Okay, I'll call his teacher.
You got your ID on you?
No.
Is it inside the house?
I have a picture of it.
Yeah, can I see it?
341 or so?
341?
Yeah, you can count 31. I'm 10-12 with them. Said everything's 10-4.
10 for 10, 12, 10 for.
And is your kid here right now?
Charlie, Ellie, what's your name?
Is your kid here right now?
10 for Charlie.
Is my son here?
Yeah, is he here?
Yes.
Is there any way I could at least see him just to make sure that he's okay?
Sure.
Three, 5, 4.
And Mike, Lima.
10 for Mike Lima.
Were you able to pull up the ID? Were you able to pull up the ID?
Yeah, hold on.
Seven. That's a 391. Check 10 for.
10-4.
26.
She's just trying to pull up a picture of her ID and then gonna go inside so we can at least.
He's in there?
That's what she said.
Okay.
And is your kid here right now?
Charlie, Ellie, what's your name?
Is your kid here right now?
10 for Charlie.
Is my son here?
Yeah, is he here?
Yes.
Is there any way I could at least see him just to make sure that he's okay?
Sure.
Three, 5, 4.
And Mike, Lima.
10 for Mike Lima.
Were you able to pull up the ID? Were you able to pull up the ID?
Yeah, hold on.
Victor 397.
97. That's a 391. Check 10 for.
10-4.
26.
She's just trying to pull up a picture of her ID and then gonna go inside so we can at least.
He's in it?
That's what she said.
Okay.
351 or something, 97. It might be 1012. Hey, are you Rhonda? You Rhonda?
Yeah.
Hey, Rhonda, I'm actually here to talk to you. So, you have a 17-year-old son? Kid?
17-year-old son?
Or, I'm sorry, a child.
Yes.
Yes. They haven't been to school in this whole month?
Oh, yeah. No. It's just that, I haven't sent him to school yet.
Okay. So, from what I'm being told, they haven't been in school this whole month.
341, that's all 97?
Mm-hmm.
The school is unaware of what's going on with him.
Oh, he's going to go back to school.
Okay, but at this point, it's already reached a point of truancy. It's reaching the point of truancy.
What's that?
Legal thing that, I mean, you could get in trouble for.
Oh, okay.
Like you pretty much have to, if you don't get in contact with the school right now to inform them of what's going on,
Okay.
they're gonna send you to court.
Okay, I'll give him a call. I didn't even realize that. Okay, I'll call his teacher.
You got your ID on you?
No.
Is it inside the house?
I have a picture of it.
Yeah, can I see it?
341 or so?
341?
Yeah, you count 31. I'm 1012, but I'm consider everything 10-4.
10-4, 10-12, 10-4.
And is your kid here right now?
Charlie, Ellie, what's your name?
Is your kid here right now?
10-4, Charlie.
Is my son here?
Yeah, is he here?
Yes.
Is there any way I could at least see him just to make sure that he's okay?
Sure.
And Michael Lima.
10-4, Michael Lima.
Were you able to pull up the ID? Were you able to pull up the ID?
Yeah, hold on.
That's a 391, check 10-4.
10-1.
Okay.
She's just trying to pull up a picture of her ID and then gonna go inside. So we go.
Hey, what? Y'all, this story's sad and dark at the same time. Don't scroll, hold up. A mom said she was trying to get the demons from up out of her son. And now he's gone, y'all. He said her son was plagued with demons, y'all. I heard this story before. So this happened in Fort Pierce, Florida. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe his first name is pronounced Ra'Myl and his last name is Pierre. So they said this little boy was out of school for 2 weeks. And they said the teachers grew suspicious like something was going on. So they called the feds up, and the feds went to go do a welfare check. And what they found was crazy, y'all. They said they approached the home, they knocked on it, she let them in. They ended up walking in to find his body laying lifeless on the bed, y'all. And when they found the body, they said the mom was right there. Her name is Rhonda Paulynice, who was 41. They said she was trying to do an exorcism to get the demons out of him. She said God told her to do it. She said she didn't call 911 because she wanted him to stop moving to get the demons out, and then she was waiting for him to ultimately rise back up again. That shit sounds sick, y'all. But y'all all know she is arrested right now. She's facing 2nd-degree murder and tampering with a corpse, y'all. Y'all, this world getting crazier by the day. Am I tripping?
I'm really praying for the special needs kids now that school is out. Down in Fort Pierce, a mother by the name of Rhonda Paulynice murdered her child trying to perform exorcisms on him, basically because he was autistic and she claimed that he had demons inside of him. She was arrested and she is in jail, and y'all can look up her mugshots and all that. I'm not posting that, but I do want to say something. Y'all really need to take mental health issues and stuff serious and stop putting everything on religion and stuff, and really, really, really make sure kids are safe. If you noticing that your family member might be on the deep end, because sometimes you can go into spiritual psychosis, or if they just look like they tired and need a break, extend out a hand and help, especially if you know that they have a special needs child that they are struggling with, because this cannot keep going on. Kids do not deserve this. They deserve to have a safe, happy home, especially when things that they can't control is affecting them, because they just want to live, thrive, and grow and love people and be happy just like the rest of us.
A 6-year-old boy unalived by his mother. The 6-year-old boy misses almost a month of school, so teachers get concerned and send authorities to mom's house, only to find the little boy wrapped in a blanket laying on his bed. Authorities say that he could have been there at least 2 weeks or more. Walks by him every day, hoping that he's going to come back to life. She tried to perform an exorcism on this little boy. Yes, she did. She allegedly put her hand over the little boy's mouth. He's kicking, tussling, trying to get air. She keeps her hand over this boy's mouth, blocking the airways to this boy's lungs, and he dies. Her reason for performing this exorcism is behavior has been a little out of control. Before I say any more about this, let's watch these 2 clips that I gathered. I'll be back.
With that, Paulynice leads the deputy to her house, points him to a closed bedroom where he finds Ra'Myl wrapped in a blanket, dead in the bed. A newly unredacted portion of the arrest affidavit says Paulynice told detectives God was controlling her because of recent changes in her son's behavior. She says she believed Ra'Myl to be controlled by a spirit and by an enemy. Paulynice stated in an effort to rid Ra'Myl of the spirit or enemy, she placed her hand over his mouth and began to suffocate him while he was kicking and screaming in bed. According to the report, Paulynice knew Ra'Myl had died, but she checked on him daily, blowing warm air on his face, looking for signs of life and the return of her son.
Now you're about to watch a clip of the officer going to the home to do the well check for this little boy.
Hey, you Rhonda? You Rhonda? Yeah. Hey, Rhonda, I'm actually here to talk to you. So, you have a 17-year-old son? Kid?
17-year-old son?
Or, oh, I'm sorry, a child?
Yes.
Yes. They haven't been in school in this whole month?
Oh, yeah. No. It's just that, I haven't sent him to school yet.
Okay. So, from what I'm being told, they haven't been in school this whole month.
341, that's all 97.
The school is unaware of what's going on with him.
Oh, he's going to go back to school.
Okay, but at this point, it's already reached a point of truancy. It's reaching the point of truancy.
What's that?
Legal thing that, I mean, you could get in trouble for.
Oh, okay.
Like you pretty much have to, if you don't get in contact with the school right now to inform them of what's going on,
okay,
they're gonna send you to court.
Okay, I'll give him a call. I didn't even realize that. Okay, I'll call his teacher.
You got your ID on you?
No.
Is it inside the house?
I have a picture of it.
Yeah, can I see it?
341 or so?
341?
Yeah, you count 31. I'm 1012 with them. Consider everything 10-4.
10-4, 10-4.
And is your kid here right now?
Charlie,
Is your kid here right now?
Is my son here?
Yeah, is he here?
Yes.
Is there any way I can at least see him just to make sure that he's okay?
Sure.
And Mike Lima.
Number Mike Lima.
Are you able to pull up the ID? Are you able to pull up the ID?
I made a video talking about that precious little baby, that 6-year-old boy that was found unalived in his home by his mother because she said she heard God saying that he needed to be delivered from demons. The boy was autistic. He was unalived because she attempted to do a deliverance on him at home. When I was growing up, my mama called it deliverance. We went through deliverance, where she felt like I wasn't acting how I was supposed to act, but she felt like I had demons because I wasn't following the ways of God, or whatever the case was. I wanted to do something that was not of God. I had to go through deliverance. The church had a whole long list of things to be cast out, names of demons and demonic things to be cast out. I'd sit there crisscross applesauce on the floor with a bucket in front of me that I was supposed to spit into or throw up into while I go until I almost pass out from being lightheaded while she calls out the names of these demons. Okay, this is what I went through as a child who has come out of being raised Baptist, Pentecostal, then non-denominational, which led to rampant anti-blackness being indoctrinated into me and my mother. Okay, a black woman. This woman raising me single-handedly, right, is filling me with what she's being filled with from these white people running this church. Okay, which is anything African is bad. Anything African is bad. Anything black is bad, okay? I saw my mom do a whole 180. So I made this video to bring attention to the fact that this religion is so poisonous to our people. And until we break away from that religion, we will not be free. And leave it to the white women. Leave it to the white women to come up in my comments with so much to say. Mind you, this was a conversation to black folk. Had nothing to do with white women, and yet they saw fit to jump up in my conversation. Right. So now I have these conservative women up in my comments talking about, don't blame Christianity. If it was any other religion in this video, y'all would be upset. You can't blame God for what this woman did. She was mentally ill. It's not Christianity's fault. What does it have to do with race? At the end of the day, it has nothing to do with race. Satan does not care about your skin when it comes to evil. Y'all are missing the whole point of the video I made regarding this precious little baby. And the conversation had nothing to do with y'all. Had nothing to do with y'all. I was talking to black folk who are still indoctrinated by this religion. I am so sorry if that's the religion you subscribe to, but Christianity in and of itself here in America, Western Christianity, is a white supremacist religion. It is anti-black inherently. I know a lot of y'all are gonna have to go to Google, look up that word. I'm not sorry that I said what I said, because I said what I said and I meant what I said, and it wasn't for your ears. Y'all could have just scrolled. Now, I know a lot of people in the black community are still Christian. I know, and this is why I made that video. This is the point of the video. That woman thought she was doing what God was calling her to do, because to be autistic is to have demons. They believe that demons cause mental illnesses, which led to this baby being unalive because that woman thought that she could alone perform a exorcism on this baby to make him normal and no longer neurodivergent. This is the kind of nonsense that Christianity teaches us. And when it comes to black people and mental health, there's already a long history of us not addressing it. So again, Christianity is anti-black. Y'all can get mad if you want to, but it is what it is. So don't come in my comments talking about, don't blame God, baby. I don't believe in God. So there's that. I was raised up in a Southern Baptist church by a black woman surrounded by people who believed in this God. I read the Bible front to back multiple times. Read it in Hebrew, Greek, Aramaic, and was ordained at the age of 16. And a couple years after that, I began my journey of deconstructing Christianity. Why? Because I care about history, I care about context, and I care about facts and science. And that is why I am no longer a Christian, and I no longer speak to my mother. And I am healing from religious trauma. So when I see it affecting my community, I'm going to speak about it. Y'all be mad if you want to.